Hello, 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 guys. How's it going? How's it going? We are on yet another beautiful Good Games with FuntCase, also known as GG with FuntCase. Myself, FuntCase, I am back. Episode 3. We're there already. We got there already. It's gone so quickly. The previous guests have been lovely. We've added yet another one, of course. We only do lovely guests. But my next installment for this week is a man I've been a fan of for a while. A little while now. He also, fun fact, before I put him on screen, I'm gonna put a little disclaimer. People think he looks like the American version of me, like my American twin. So you can judge this for yourself. Maybe not, who knows? But this has been like a funny thing that my boy Cookie pointed out many years ago, and from then it kind of spiraled out of control, and now everyone pretty much thinks that he's my American twin. So I'm gonna bring him in the screen. The man known as Lee Jennings, aka Neonix. Hello.
Hello, American FuntCase here. I'm here to continue the creed of FuntCase, but America.
Yes, I don't know if you can see like the closeness to me and him right now. I don't know if you see it. There are pictures where we do really look the same, and even my girlfriend is like, "Wow, this is very strange." But this is the man who is my. Some say that everyone has like a twin somewhere in the world, and weirdly enough, mine is here in. Is it Dallas? You're from?
Yes, sir. Dallas, Texas.
Yep, straight from Dallas, Texas. Any fans out there from Texas be like, "Yeah, hell yeah, my brother."
Oh, I should have cracked out a cowboy hat, but I don't.
Do you have one?
Not right now. Not right now. I had a really nice one growing up, but I think that's just like every Texas kid.
Yeah.
Every Texas kid has a pair of boots and a big belt buckle and a hat.
Is it like something you just have to do?
I think it's just part of being Texan.
Really?
I don't think it's a half. I think it's just like, for some reason, Texas parents really want you to take a lot of pictures growing up in like different get-ups.
Yeah.
Like everybody has their little kid get-ups that they take pictures in, and it's always like cowboy. It's always one of them. You gotta have a cowboy get-up.
I literally thought that was. I thought people from Texas would almost try and get away from the idea of it, if that makes sense. I don't know.
Sometimes. If you're like mid-city, like I'm the least. I mean, I'm wearing a tank top and a night base hat, and my hair is bleached blonde. I'm the most Californian Texan in the state, probably.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
Most people, like if you're outside of the city, will look like that. Actually.
Right. So here's what I don't know if anyone else has got this on their mind. You have the hat. Do you have the boots?
I do not have a pair of boots that fit. Right now.
That fit. Okay, so you have a pair, but they just don't fit.
They do not fit,
right.
And I gave them to my brother, so he has my nice boots. Right?
Okay.
Yes, I do have boots.
I thought I was your brother. Come on. I thought it was just me. I don't own any, so.
I don't think you can get any over there.
No.
Can you buy cowboy boots?
I can't lie. I've not seen a pair, honestly, but you never know. There could be some like American import stores. I don't know. There's candy stores. There's American candy import stores. I found out from my local supermarket that they do Twinkies and like small. What's the things you put in the toaster?
Pop-Tart?
Yeah, Pop-Tarts. Yes, they have small Pop-Tarts. We have Pop-Tarts, but small ones. They're like the import ones. I was like, we have an American section. I can't believe it. But it's like, dude, the Pop-Tarts were like $6 for one box.
Yeah, they're expensive. I mean, even for like regular Pop-Tarts out here, like the ones that will jack up your blood sugar and give you a heart attack, they're still like $6 or $7 for like a small, tiny pop.
Really?
Like 4 or 5 of them.
America. That's what I'm saying. America. Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, so the man is here, and what's the game of choice today? What have we chosen?
We are going to be running some Apex
Oh,
Legends.
Lord. We did this last week. I did this last week with Sweet Tooth, and I'm not the greatest Apex player. I'm okay. I'm okay at FPSs in general, but for some reason I haven't really been able to, like, nail my aim, if that makes sense. Like, on Apex. I found my aim on most FPSs, I can't lie. Like Call of Duty, I've nailed it. I'm not that great at Warzone. Or maybe it's a BR thing, I don't know, but Like, Warzone, I've pretty much nailed. My CSGO aim's been pretty good. My Valorant aim's been really good. Sometimes I'll go headshots galore, but for some reason, Apex, I just can't nail it down. Are you playing mouse and keyboard, or...
I am actually gonna be the super nerd.
Oh,
and
no.
I'm playing with the controller.
Blasphemy! Blasphemy.
But, hear me out. I
What?
grew up playing Halo and Call of Duty on console, so that's kind of just how I'm whipped
I'm not...
into it.
Okay, I'm not trying to hear any excuses, because I grew up literally fanboying to PlayStation. I'm using mouse and keyboard. I have my my HyperX stuff. Shouts to HyperX. And I'm trying, man. I'm trying to be mouse and keyboard. I'm trying to be a better person in FPSs.
Okay. There are games that I will learn on, but then there are games that I know that I'm already decent at. Like, I say that, and I'm probably gonna get my butt wiped on Apex now.
Me
But
for
like,
sure.
I'm decent with a controller, and it feels natural. And every time I try to play with a keyboard, I get like really. It's not even the aiming; it's just being able to like multitask with one hand.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to distributing the load over like 2 hands.
Yeah.
I'm just used to it.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I didn't actually struggle with the idea of mouse and keyboard when I first played it. There was nothing wrong with that. It was just the whole, instead of using your thumb to look somewhere, it's the whole like having to use a wrist to flick and hit someone. And it's like the sensitivity, to learn what your sensitivity is a very strange situation when you're so used to console. To go like this and it do a 180, and it's like, okay, that feels okay. But then when you're trying to do those little tiny, when someone's in at a long distance and you have to hit them very, very gently, like all it takes is like one slight big movement and you're going all over the place, and it's like, I can't hit him. So you lower your sensitivity to match that, and you're like, cool, I can hit them from distance now. But when someone gets close, I'm doing this. Like my whole arm is like, I'm rotating my whole arm, and I can't keep up with them because I'm too. So it's like that. You have to find a way. I mean, most people will know this anyway, but from my experience, it's been a struggle. But I'm trying.
Yeah. My biggest struggle here, we can queue up too.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
We can get some trios games going, and then we can do some arenas and get really angry later.
That sounds great. Honestly, it sounds great.
Yeah, I feel you with the mouse and key struggling though. Oh, you want to run arenas now? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, we're going straight in. I played it last week. I got Apex pack. I don't know why. We're gonna run it because I played it last week, and hell, I know how to play it. It's kind of like 3v3.
Yeah,
3v3 on COD.
It takes kind of like it takes like a Valorant or like a CS kind of approach to it, where it's a 3v3 elimination. You can still revive, but
yeah,
it's basically once you wipe, that's the end of the round. And I think it runs on, I can't really remember exactly how the bracket works, but it runs on like a lead of 3, I think. So like, if you can win 3 consecutively, then you win, and I think it goes to like 11 rounds or something like that. Sudden death.
I can't lie, I don't think we won when I played this with Sweet Tooth, so I can't promise that this will be any good. But okay, Bloodhound. Okay, is that your go-to guy, or is that just who you like to use for this game mode?
I'm gonna feel it out. So there's a couple different strats that I try to play. And generally with some of these maps, they're a lot more close quarters. So I'll generally try to get a couple of rounds in as Bloodhound just to feel him out, because you can poke him from a distance. Yeah. And then I'll maybe switch over to Fuse, because Fuse has the little knuckle clusters thing on his Q. Yeah. Have you got? So who is your go-to, like? Because Fuse is a new one, right? Who was your go-to before Fuse? Pathfinder. Oh, okay. Yeah. You ready? He's a loved man, that one. They added the Volt as a
Go flatline, I think.
That is interesting. I'll buy 2 and we'll play them out. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, because I've for some reason I've always clicked with Mirage. I'm not sure why. This is a new one. Oh, is it? I've never played this. I haven't been on this since like first season. No pressure then. What's that in the middle? Is that a drop? Yeah. There's drops in the middle. There's care packages that drop every round. Oh, okay. Okay, there's one right here. One right here too. They're gonna loop around. One right side in this room. I didn't hit him very many times. They hit me a lot though. Ow.
Wait, what's going on? Why am I not healing? Hello? Oh, there's someone on me?
There's one.
Oh, it's because I wasn't healing my shield, that's why. Oh, Christ. Oh, Christ. I have no idea what I'm firing at, because there's a guy to the right of me, and there's a guy right here as well. I was in smack bang in the middle of 2 people. There's one literally around the corner here.
Oh.
Right here, right here.
Oh, Lord.
This golden line guy is nowhere to be seen. Okay, there's someone there, and someone right there around the corner. Yes, there we go. There we go. There we go.
Godspeed, golden lion.
Yeah, this guy right here.
Yep. There was another bloodhound running the care package.
Are you done?
Mono in mono. Yeah, no, I got. I got clapped. I went over towards. There were 2 of them that were pushing the care package.
Oh, Mr. Lion, I believed. Why did I believe?
Yeah.
Oh man.
This is I forgot about this whole area because I haven't been able to play the first season map in however long.
Yeah.
It feels weird. Right,
I don't think I've done too well around, but we'll get there, boys. We'll get there. Spitfire, that's my boy. That's my boy. Spitfire's my go-to. Spitfire's for sure my go-to.
We'll make it work.
I'm gonna buy
Try
more.
to if you can, a good strat for this area is elevation.
Yeah, of course,
so,
yeah.
These big open buildings over there are alright.
I'm looking at
also
maybe this set of stairs here or something.
Yep. They're gonna be on me.
Do you know what? I'm gonna run around this area and stay a bit more mobile in this area.
That's not good.
Are they over there?
Yeah, they're on us.
Oh, they're nowhere near me.
They're trying to ping me.
Reloading.
Oh.
I'm just coming around. I think I'm gonna flank him. I'm kind of far from the fight. Let's go.
Our teammate's getting flanked.
I'll find him. They're behind that.
He's 1 HP on me.
He said he's 1 HP, and I hit the guy twice, and he's still alive. Let's go, boys.
Got him. Let's go.
1 HP. I hit him like 3 times before they went down.
At least he's vocal. Sometimes you'll get on these and you won't have anybody vocal.
Yeah, true. Let's go RE45. Back to Spitfire. I do like my Spitfire. Can't lie. Okay, one thing I didn't do is buy like health and shields in the last one, so I'm gonna do that for this one.
Yeah, there's always going to be 1 or 2 canisters on these maps too, that you can go and try to grab shields off of.
Yeah.
So that and then the little blue little markers, those give you money. So if you hit those, the little blue markers on the map, it'll give you more money to buy better stuff. But they're usually pretty contested.
Taking fire.
Okay.
Oscar Mike.
They're gonna rush care package again.
Up in the chimney.
Keep an eye here.
Check out over there.
Staying on the roof here. Oh yeah.
Give my shields a
They're
recharge.
all over by our teammate.
Frag grenade set.
I've really got a lot of distance here.
I need to go check in here.
Give me a sec.
Yeah, I think they're all tumbling on our teammate. Have we got 2 on you?
Right, 55, yep. Valkyrie's down.
Someone directly underneath me. In here. Keep an eye on the care package in case they go to it.
Reloading.
I hit him loads.
Got him. There's a third.
Nice, good job. I didn't do a lot there really, to be honest. I think I downed that guy who was on the care package, but that was about it. You guys did all the work there.
We are making some poopies.
We are doing some goodies. We're doing some goodies. I want to ask. So there's one thing I think I've been wondering this kind of myself,
This one's for the champion.
as me rather than as an interview technique for this show is actually like What is Neonics now in comparison to, say, when I first heard you? Because the first time I heard you was when I was really introduced to your name via Fizo. And he sent me some bits like Dream Eater or something, I think it was, or Dream Weaver or something, Dream Eater, I think.
Dream Eater.
Dream Eater, yeah, which I really liked. Yeah, he sent me a bunch of tracks. He was like, "This guy's really good. Check him out. He's my friend." And I was like, "Cool." And I checked it, and I was like, "Oh, this guy's cool." But the sound now, in comparison to what he sent me then, is just like it's not even the same artist, you know, let alone anything else like that. So, what is it now? What's changed, and why has it changed?
I think for me, a big thing is 100% creative freedom.
Yeah.
Because back then I was very much locked into a. They're on top of us, by the way. They're
I can hear them. I think they're outside here.
I'm
They're outside.
Wait. It's very much more of a creative freedom now, where like back then I was very much locked into like a dubstep state of mind where I really just wanted to make just dubstep, and I wanted to make like very specific, aggressive styles of dubstep. Ooh, look at you, Pepper.
Bruh, how much damage did I do? Dude, I swear to God, I hit him for like 9 million health.
It was the second one. That was the Valkyrie.
Dude, I hit that man for so much. How much damage did I just do? I swear to God, I hit that man for so much damage. Does it not tell you?
One. You peppered one for you cracked his shields. It was like one shot off, but the Valkyrie came out of the left, so you started shooting a second person too.
Dude,
Yeah, you got.
that was messed up, dude. I hit that second guy in that room for so much health. That's crazy.
Keep getting distracted by gameplay. Anyway.
Yeah, carry on.
So I guess like really the biggest thing for me is just that I've started to listen to so much more music.
Yeah.
And be inspired from like so many more different places than just dubstep.
Yeah.
And that's kind of gotten me to where I am today for the most part.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, guy above. Oh, I got tapped pretty badly there. Just gonna stay back.
Just gotta patch myself up. Hang on.
Smoke out.
This place needs a little more me.
I'm gonna rush up.
I'm trying to get some shields
My
in.
shields are recharged.
I think there's someone on me here.
Eyes open here, wide open. I have gathered my
They're all up.
Oh, cripes. Up here as well. They've got the height for sure.
Give my shields a recharge.
I'm trying to move here. I don't think. Oh, they've just scanned. Just been scanned.
scanning the area.
Running back. Pressure on me.
Oscar Mike, I'm spotted.
I'm taking fire.
Tango
I'm trying to change my area here because I was
Give me a sec.
being followed.
Recharging shields.
Taking a moment to recharge my shields.
They're still up. They're gonna push down though. We knocked their bloodhound.
I cannot see. I literally cannot see. Oh my gosh, there's one right here.
More.
Yeah, you're in the circle though, so you're good.
Target's right in front of me.
I'll keep an eye because I feel like they're gonna come around where I am.
They're gonna try to get there.
Yeah, they're gonna try and push for sure.
Yeah, you're.
Loading.
Their
shooting at someone?
lifeline. Yeah, I was just killing their lifeline. So their lifeline, that is like an instant. We gotta go get that person if they're down.
Yeah.
Because lifeline can drop a pod to rev him.
Reloading.
I will
I'll
assist.
bait him. See if we can get him out. Yeah, but the lifelines are like the cheapest thing in this game because they can drop a drone.
Yeah, this is
and,
bad. We'll die here.
Recharging my shields.
Yep. Let me shield.
Healing up.
I'm trying to edge forward to make sure I get maximum.
Freaking Valkyries, dude.
Let's go, dude. Nice. Good job. That was a really good job from that guy. Whew, that was close. So you were saying listening to different music, but like,
Absolutely.
what is it? What music is making you do this different style of dubstep? Because it sounds like you're not actually listening to dubstep specifically.
No way we can blow it now.
Yeah,
that
I
gives you this
listen
inspiration.
to-
So what is it?
I listen to a lot of garage,
Oh yeah, garage. Yeah,
No.
garage.
a lot of garage, some gorish. But I like doing all kinds of stuff. Like I like listening to that, but I also like listening to like 80s music and
Yeah.
a lot of classical music.
Yeah.
It's just all things that I enjoy that I started to realize, like, what if I take some motifs from these and
Yeah. I can definitely see like an 80s vibe for sure in your styles. I don't really hear anything else maybe as such, but
Marking our surroundings.
yeah, I don't know.
Oh, they're
It's
all
weird. You're very I've been scanned. I'm gonna move around I think here.
Giving him the
they're all
chimney.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's I know.
Something good there.
I've just fucked that up.
Recharge.
No one's there.
I'm taking fire. Flag grenade set.
they're chasing me down.
Grenade set.
There we go.
Enemies down. Reloading.
I'm in the hold tight.
Oh, what a gamer move. I love it when people can touch.
Oh, I should have changed weapons instead of reload.
Hold up.
There's two in this road here. They're not in there. I think they're outside. I think you should win this really with the behind shots. I did 1,200 damage. Jeebus. Let's go, dude. We're insane.
I can't wait
Good
to
job.
see what this is gonna look like.
Dude, I got 1,200 damage there, no kills.
That's how it goes sometimes, though. As long
It goes
as you
for
can,
every single time I play this. That's how it goes, honestly.
as long as you can lay down the cake, then you've done your job.
Yeah, true.
It's like how it goes when we'll play, like if we do like private matches. Is
Dude, look at
like-
my kills and assists compared to his, and the amount of damage I did in comparison.
yeah.
This is
See,
my
I mean,
life in this game.
I got the most kills and I did the least amount of damage, but that's just how it goes. Like you'll have people that'll lay down the sauce, and then
you get the
people
finishes.
that come through to clean everything up.
You're the poacher of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mental. All right, well, should we go again? Let's do it. I think we should do it. Honestly.
Let's see if we can keep it going.
What do you think was the turning point for your sound change? Because if you talk about, if I was to describe your old sound compared to now, I would say it was more typical. You had a very typical sound. It was your own version of that typical sound, but it was a very typical sound. And now is like Neon. You can tell Neonix from everything. Like Neonix is his own sound. It's like a very weird but very cool edge on weird. If that makes the most sense at all.
I think. Honestly,
It's weird in an
like, I
interesting way. Not weird as in like you listen to it and you're like, what am I
No,
listening
no,
to?
no,
It's
no.
nothing
I
to do with that.
guess
It's
I-
weird, but in a really cool way.
It's definitely, I think, a big mindset change too. As much as earlier it was very much a, you know, me listening actively to other things and trying to like incorporate those into my music.
Yeah.
It's also very much like a mindset. And I actually, when I was doing lessons for the majority of the quarantine period, I mainly started thinking about my music
All right,
more as
everyone
kind of
stretch.
like
Let's go.
I was orchestrating a band as opposed to like just working in a DAW
Yeah.
and just kind of putting stuff together.
Yeah.
And that was what I taught to a lot of the students that I had in those lessons, was mainly thinking about things like, you know, how would it play in a band? And I think that's partially like why a lot of my stuff sounds so distinctly weird in a cool way, is that I'll think about certain elements of that music where I'll have A synth playing as if it's like a rhythm guitar, and then B synth as if it's playing like a lead guitar.
Yeah, I can hear that for sure. I think one thing doing a sort of regular quarter note, and then one sort of doing some weird-ish over it. You know, it's like that definitely I can see that for sure.
There's two over there. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I see him. Oh, I can't really get a tap in here. I've got yeah. I didn't even bother shooting because it's quite far distance-wise, but.
They're pretty tagged,
I think
but
this
they're
place needs a
underneath.
little more me. Yeah.
Taking a moment to recharge.
I think they're pushing me. Just gonna give them the run around here, I think.
20.
One here.
Yep, I'm pushing up. Careful, because they might rush the care package.
One on me.
There's one on
Target's right in front of me.
Oh yeah, they're at the care package.
Here.
One's really tagged if we push through.
I'm going through. I don't know why they went.
Oh, there's a revenant. Oh, there's another one back here.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Shots fired, and they're hitting me.
Ah, dude, if my Mirage had gone out without the wall being in the way, I feel like I would have won that because he would have shot that Mirage while I was finishing him off. That's annoying.
Yeah. This map is hard. I mean, we just played a whole game where it was all up top and now it's all down.
Yeah, yeah, it do be like that.
Kids want to play down.
Yeah. Is there any collabs you've always wanted to do? Is there any collabs you want to redo? I don't know if there's anything, you know, any artists in particular that you would love to do collabs with, in and out of dubstep. Let's just talk about in a whole music sense. If someone was to go, you know, one of the guys you would love to collab with, if they said let's do a collab, whether it be them in dubstep or you just work on something else, is there anything? Who would it be? Honestly, who would it be?
Okay, I'll split it into two categories because I feel like there's two different kinds of answers for this. For dubstep collabs, obviously you and I are still overdue.
Oh, this is true. This is true. I'm getting shot.
There's one up top and there's one down.
Sending out my decoy.
Ouch!
Just gotta patch myself up.
I want to get this guy on the roof.
They're gonna push me and then.
Oh, I haven't been pushed here.
Oh no! I was about to pop it on him. Yep. Well, now that I'm getting absolutely annihilated, dubstep people would probably be you. I would like to eventually maybe see a collab with Sudden Death, just because he's a really good friend and we have yet to work on music together. And then I think that Fizo and I are definitely overdue since we've been friends for
Target's right in front of me.
like 7 years or more now. So those are my top 3 dubstep people. My top 3 collabs, like outside of dubstep, would probably be number 1, Taiki New Light, because I want to make some cool house music.
Interesting.
Taiki New Light.
Ex-dubstep artist, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
I used to play
the
shows with
whole
him.
little
He's man.
Twitter debacle. But, woo, look at you!
No, let me under the thing!
Rush corner, then
Give
turn
my shields
right.
a recharge.
Yeah. But Taiki New Light, Scream. Look at him.
What a fool.
Look at him. There's gonna be another one. Scream, who I've been trying to work with, but we'll see if that happens.
I'm sure it will. I mean, Scream right now, and for anyone who doesn't know this, Scream is obviously a dubstep pioneer of the absolute highest honor. He's one of the kings, you know. He's one of the original founders and has so much respect in the scene from everyone. He's definitely a top level pioneer that everyone would probably love to do collabs with, obviously, honestly, in dubstep. But I think you two would work because you're very good at doing legitimate garage. So I feel like he'd enjoy it. But yeah.
Yeah, I want to. We'll see. It's up to him at this point. I've sent him a bunch of stuff now.
Yeah.
But that, and then I'm trying to think of a third. My list has been obviously, like, when you're put on the spot, it's a lot shorter.
Yeah.
Because you can't think. But I mean, I like to think of everybody as kind of like peers in music. So
Yeah, for sure.
I would like to say that, you know, I'd love to collab with just about anybody. Oh, you tried, buddy. Oh, you did it. Oh, what a little stinker, dude.
I feel like I hear someone where I see nothing.
Sending a care package.
I don't think I'll be seen though.
Impress me.
Frag grenade set.
I heard something. Oh yeah, roof here.
One spotted.
Tapped him for 36.
Hitting me. Reloading.
They put a death totem down too.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Up above is destroying me.
Just gotta patch myself up.
I'm taking fire.
Come here.
Charging shield.
Oi, up above.
Yeah, they've definitely got the height advantage on this one.
They're
Gonna try and wait to see if they drop down, try and come with me and this other guy, because me and this other guy are kind of together at the moment.
Listen up, I'm getting shot at. I'm down.
Coming to you.
I downed the hostile.
There's so
Oh,
much smoke
there.
though. Are we playing Shroud, dude? Because we were doing that whole side-to-side stuff, and he was not missing any of those shots. He's behind you, yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Dude, I could not hit that dude at all. That's crazy.
I peppered all 3 of those kids, and all it took was like 30 seconds for them to get that Revenant back up, and then they both came back after me.
I couldn't even hit them. It was crazy. It's funny that you mentioned Scream, actually, because the one thing about Scream right now is that he obviously was an OG in the dubstep scene, but he moved to house in, I don't know, what, 2012, 2013, something like that. It caused a ruckus, and it made dubstep effectively die in the eyes of the media, which caused a lot of panic over the levels of promoters and everything like that. But, like, what, he's back now. Essentially back. Like, if you follow his Twitter, he's making beat after beat. I did a set with him recently, on a Hatcher thing. Like, Hatcher did a 54-hour stream. He did a 24-hour set, and then everyone else after followed. And Scream was a part of that playing dubstep. And Scream's done numerous things. He's done like things in arenas during Corona, which was like a whole sort of comeback sort of to dubstep thing as well. He's done things here and there, and he's done EDC back to back with Roscoe. Like, it's these little things where I'm like, is he back? Is he dabbling? Has he effectively done what he did with dubstep to what he's going to do with house? Like, is he bored of house now? Is he going to dubstep? I don't know, but like, this whole thing makes me feel like it's not the comeback of dubstep in any way, but it makes me feel like the scene's probably in a better state if Scream is back in a way, you know, because I don't think he's probably listened to any of it. What do you think about the state of the scene right now? And we're not talking like, let's talk on a more grand, general scale, rather than there's some really cool new guys coming in. Like the general health of the scene. What do you think about it right now, from your eyes?
Oh, God, I mean, you're testing my age in the scene now too. I think personally, right now, we're in a good spot just because it's. No, and I talk about this like at least like once a week with someone.
I think everyone in dubstep does. I think they go, oh, what do you think? Is it dying yet? Or, you know, like, I think we're all just worried subconsciously and talk about it.
It's just, I think, so like, for me anyway, the way that I've seen it grow as somebody who came on at least fairly, maybe not as early as you know, some of the founders, but someone who has been involved for a while. I think it's in a better place now just because the bar is set so much higher. Because like there's kids that are in a
different sense though, because when Skrillex came along, that set the bar ridiculously high instantaneously. I think now the bar's been set in a sort of in a sense of how good the music is. Does that make sense? Because Skrillex came in and changed the game because it was new, but there's not a lot new now. Like, a lot of it's been done and things like that, but the bar's been set because there's so much good music.
The quality is just so much, like the production quality is just so much higher, and I think that's a given, just, you know, with the state of things and technology growing better and faster exponentially. So like,
dude, are you absolutely kidding me?
When I was 15 starting to make dubstep, you know, for me, a lot of the time, it was like, I had people to look up to, but only, you know, people that were only working at that standard of, of that year, versus, you know, like, oh, thank you, whoever helped me. Versus, like, kids now, they have, you know, like, all these artists that are absolutely groundbreaking. They've got so much more to reference from than like we did, where it was like, oh, you know, there's the Skrillex guy, and like he's doing stuff differently.
Yeah. I think it's a case of like the difference between like back when I started making dubstep. There was like YouTube now. You can YouTube anything. Like Virtual Riot, for instance, you could just follow Virtual Riot and be one of the best producers in the world just from learning from what he's teaching you on that. You know, like I didn't have that starting. I had to just build my own empire, kind of thing. I think it's a lot easier for kids to learn how to make music, and I think there's a lot more choice in dubstep now than there was back in the day. I think in the earlier days,
people teaching it, whereas the earlier parts were kind of exploration. Now we're more into a deviation phase where there are kids that still are learning, but there's also a lot more people that are willing to teach.
Yeah, I think a good analogy for it is like we're all space scientists. Like we were all on one planet, right? And we all wanted to find all the planets. We found all the planets, or we're finding most of the planets at the moment. And now we have to explore those planets. You know, like we found little areas, little pockets. There's a guy on this roof here. There's little pockets we found little pockets of things, you know, to learn from. We have to learn the soil, the new, you know, we have to basically just learn from these planets that we've discovered, kind of thing. This is my off the tip kind of analogy of the whole thing, but that's literally what it feels like to me, quite honestly. Like.
Okay, you can. There's one more down. I'm not sure.
There's one here somewhere. Oh yeah, he's shooting me now. Oh, my aim is terrible.
Having a little bit of lag there, buddy.
Nice, we got him. We got him, boys.
Oh, yeah.
I just feel like, you know, like I say, we were discovering the planets. The planets have been discovered. Now we're sending everyone out to whatever planet these guys want to be on, and then, you know, working out how we can, you know, turn this planet into a habited place. You know, like it's such a weird analogy, but it kind of makes sense to me. Like we've discovered everything now.
I am trying to hear you, but your connection's breaking up a little.
Oh yeah,
bit.
no, it's fine. You did freeze, but you're back now, so it should be fine. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, there you are.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, you're back now as well. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, my internet freaks out sometimes.
It happens.
But yeah, I feel like that analogy kind of works off the tip. I'm like, you know, it's like the discovery's kind of been done now. We're kind of honing the discoveries we've done, in a sense.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, what can we do now? What can we do now? And I feel like that's cool because there's loads of weird stuff going on, essentially, at the moment with people's ideas. There's lots of really cool stuff. You know, that Futuridum stuff came at a really good time, really, because that whole emergence of Marauder really taking over the scene was such a heavy way to do this genre.
That's true. It's definitely there's a lot of people right now that are changing the sound, and there's so much of that sound that I think it's like, you know, the possibilities are limitless. And I think that's kind of where the growth is at nowadays, which is great.
Yeah. It's cool. I mean, there's a lot of really, really cool, weird stuff going on right now. There's a lot of interesting things. I think one for me, what typifies this scene right now is with where we're at. I think Papa Khan's Reign is a very good example of kind of a point we've hit. Because, like, Marshmello released that track, obviously. And, but that track isn't your typical, like, it's got that Futuridum feel to it, and it's got an emotion to it. But the beat is so janky and off. Like, your regular music listener won't understand why they're playing it like that, you know? Because obviously everything is so... in pop music, for instance, everything's so formulated and on grid, and everything's perfect, and it's, you know, it's rolling so cleanly that aesthetically it's perfect for the brain. You know, that's why house goes down so well. It's 4/4, it's perfectly on beat. But Rain is... the drums are on beat, but the actual synths themselves are kind of... they're flowing all over the place, and they're doing all sorts of mad stuff. Exactly, and that, for me, that is kind of like... that's like... everything we're working towards right now is kind of... that's like the here, guys, this is kind of... it's like the whole scene came together and went, this is kind of what we're doing at the moment, and presented it in the form of Papa Khan, like, in a way, like... which is kind of cool, I feel like, because, you know, like I say, Marauder, aka, you know, used to be known as Mastodon back in the day, writes the heaviest music we could possibly have dreamt of in dubstep that got accepted beyond, like, deathstep, you know? Because I always felt like deathstep was too much. Marauder has an intensity to it, but it's an intensity that you can dance to. Like, deathstep for me felt like it was trying to be too much for the sake of being too much. I feel like Marauder stuff was bouncy and stompy and angry, but there was a level of being able to dance to it. And that's essentially what, for me, made him stick out so much beyond the other angry styles of music. And that's come from the way the genre moves. For me, is exactly the same as the way that drum and bass was that it went through a phase where everything was basic, then it went through a phase where everything was musical and a bit more happy and chill, and then it went to a phase where everything was loud and aggressive, like Original Sin. I don't know if you, I assume you're a drum and bass fan. And,
of course I know.
So yeah, so Original Sin and Taxman and all them guys, they were much more of an upbeat, loud cymbals, heavy driven style of drum and bass. And then when dubstep came along and effectively cut it down from its pedestal, it went minimal. Like the minimal jump up stuff came in, and it's exactly the same as what dubstep is doing. It's literally exactly the same. We went to a place where we went from basic dubstep to really cool bouncy stuff like Rusko came in with, which was still a lot of the more basic styles of dubstep actually was still doing its thing, but the bouncy style came in, and then things got more aggressive and more energetic because, like for instance, myself and Circus Records, we brought it in with Dr. P. Myself, Cookie Monster, we brought in a much bigger energy that really the scene didn't have a lot of. There was 16-bit, Bar 9, you know, there are names for sure. I'm not going to say we pioneered that stuff completely, but we were one of the, you know, some of the first people to bring it in and to really set the mark with it. And then it turned into really aggressive. I feel like at one point it got a bit like, it got to Genetics and Me and things like that, and everything got a bit heavy. And then when dubstep effectively died, as they say, I need to use the pistol more than this bloody gun, I swear to God.
RE45 is the move. Honestly. These kids know how to pressure though. Getting my cheeks clapped.
I just shot you by accident.
They've got a drone.
I did so
right
much
here.
damage then, that's annoying. But like that evolution from like really intense dubstep, and then when dubstep effectively died, like in the same sort of point that D&B was kicked off its pedestal, like dubstep was, it then went basic. Like that really simple rhythm was the new vibe, and that's exactly what D&B did. Rhythm was the jump up, you know, for dubstep. So like, and then when rhythm happened, people were getting bored of rhythm because it was too much, and then suddenly Mastodon/Marauder happened, and everyone's losing their mind because they've had so much of this simple bounce that they wanted something more, and then it became too much, and that's exactly what happened to D&B. But instead of it being too much, D&B went to a very dance floor musical place where Hospital Records really overtook everyone. Like Hospital Records and Ram Records just overtook everyone, like anything they were making, and a lot of what Shogun was doing as well. In fact, people like Alex Perez, that more rolling style of drum and bass, that may not have been accepted quite as much back in the day. You know, it was more of a niche at the time. It's now more like drum and bass is so much more open. Someone can listen to a banger jump up track, but then listen to a roller by Alex Perez, and then listen to some Liquid by Hospital Records, and that's something that's never really been a thing in drum and bass, because I came from drum and bass, and people had their own little groups of genres that they liked effectively. So I feel like that same thing is now happening to dubstep. Things are opening up, and there's music happening, and there's angry happening, and it's like everything's merging into one beam. You know, I love it honestly, because I think it's really healthy for the scene.
Oh yeah. Right there. Push.
Dude, me and this Lifeline are absolute nemesis. I swear to God, we've been at it like for the last 2 rounds solely.
I'm chasing her right now. She is dead now.
Hell yeah.
And you're not getting back up either.
And I like it. I think that the moment we've got to is where we don't know if we want to be heavy. We don't know if we want to be musical. All I know is that people are trying to work themselves out, and it's bringing out some really cool, weird ideas. You know, like things like that.
Yeah, it's definitely getting to a point too, like, at least from personal experiences, it's nice because I don't have expectations to like set with the status quo necessarily.
Yeah.
So like I can turn around and I can do something heavy like Pain Packer, and then I can turn around and like one of my other tunes like Wada Ting or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
yeah,
which
yeah.
are two completely opposite ends of the
Which is a
spectrum.
favorite of mine, BTW. If anyone wants to hear any music that for me typifies the new Neonics, Watating, W-A-T-I-T-I-N-G. Wata, W-A-T-A-T-I-N-G, Watating. There you go.
Wada Ting.
Watating is for me is kind of right now typifies peak Neonics at the moment. Like that's the sound I would say. What does he sound like? Well, go and listen to that track. That's him. For me personally. So
it's just such an like I can't even say it's an easier market now. It's just such a more diverse market, and it's got such. I'd say like in terms of when people say like, oh, is dubstep dead? No, it may be spread, you know, a little bit thin here and there, but as far as dead, absolutely not. No chance.
No. I don't think we can ever say again that dubstep is dead. I don't think we're ever going to get to the point now where dubstep is dead. It's, what is happening over there?
I'm getting lit up by their whole team. That's what's happening.
Damn. Okay, I'm trying to flank them.
Okay. Well, I got one down. They're life.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Ouch. But yeah, it's just, it's spread so far now, and there's so many different, like, niche groups of people. Like, you've got, like, Halcyon and Rushdown, and a million more. Those are just the first two that pop off the top of my head. That do kind of like the melodic-y, more, you know, kind of paced out stuff. It's got more emphasis on mood with chord structure and stuff like that.
Can I hit this person, please? What is happening, dude?
Jump through a whole clip. Oh, you better. Oh, they're revving right now. Yeah, their lifeline just revved. Ooh, it's not good.
That's
They're behind the
annoying
door,
as hell,
man.
dude. I could not hit that person.
Oh, their whole squad. Okay. Thank
Whew,
you.
that was really annoying. That was really annoying. Yeah, I was saying, like, I don't think we can ever really again say that dubstep died. I think the reason dubstep died is because it was overkill. It was obviously overkill. It was in pop tracks, like, it was on the radio and stuff, you know, like, it got too much. Everyone was sick of it. It was forced in everyone's faces by the majors. It was overkill, for sure. That's exactly what happened. That being said, like, that death of and I'm using that with quotation marks on my fingers, is the death of dubstep, for me, at the time, was a signification of, we're sick of it. Get out of our face, kind of thing. So there was room, and there was so much to be done in the scene. Like, dude, you listen to music now, it's so completely different to what back then was a Skrillex, you know, heavy influenced scene. To you literally couldn't even tell if it's the same producers making this music, you know, compared to back then. So I don't think we're in a position ever again to be saying stuff like dubstep is dead in any way, because I think now it's for sure an established genre that is its own beast, and I don't think we can say it anymore. Like, I think back then it was trying to find legs as a main genre. It was trying to be a main genre. So there's one there. And I don't think we're in that case anymore. I think
Don't come back and take my juice.
take my juice.
I left you some shields back there.
I saw you drop something. I don't understand why. Oh, upstairs.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna.
Where's he at? Where's he at?
up.
I hear someone.
Bam! To the... Bam! I'm running out of ideas.
They're both up.
Bless me with sight.
Oh, there's one down.
Oh yeah, I see him.
Oh, that was close.
You got bamboozled.
Recharging my shield.
Oh, storm. Okay, okay. There's a third one somewhere.
Scanning the area.
I don't know where they are.
No, neither.
I think they're up top. Either that or they're gonna try to push res. They're probably up top.
Go bamboozle.
We're gonna find out though.
I think they're
How
above
about this way?
on this. I think they're directly above us on this roof here. Honestly. Oh, I tapped out by accident. Press wrong buttons.
Scanning the
I don't know
I have a
where
feeling
you
he's on this
are.
roof, but I don't know why it's not scanning them.
I'm up here on this roof and oh god, we gotta get to the ring.
Unless that was their master play all along, is to sit
Oh,
on.
they got all three. They got all three up. Oh no. Oh, just stay alive. No!
Dude, I was right on the ring, dude. I was right on. That's what she said. I was right on the ring, dude. I was ready to get out of there. I was hitting him with the pistol. He was running like I could have won that, but frick, dude.
Oh man, that sucks.
Frick. Yeah, I don't know.
That's an F in the chat.
Do you have a favorite track you've written? If someone was to say what track, if someone was to say to you, hey, I've never heard of dubstep, and I've definitely never heard of Neonix. Send me to your track. What is the track you send them to?
To my track. So if I had to pick one. That's a good question.
We're not talking like someone's auntie. We're talking someone who wants to get into dubstep. So we're talking someone who wants to be an authentic dubstep listener. You know, it's not like your auntie goes, "Hey, can I hear your music?" and then you send them to the most musical thing you can because you want them to like you and be proud of you. You know, I'm talking like you want someone to go, "Oh, cool, this is Neonix," kind of thing. What's the track? What's the go-to?
It would probably either be Pupo or Wada Ting.
Yeah.
Just because those are both kind of silly songs, and that's generally what I try to present. As far as my music, the way that
Right on my body. Right on my body.
Yep.
2 on my body now, actually. 2.
Oh, they're dancing.
Yeah, I would say Watering is a good go-to. There's a simplicity to it and there's a bounce to it, but that vocal gives it a musical edge in a way. You know, that's kind of what really sets that track apart. I think Watering for me is the vocal is what really makes that track that track as a whole is really cool. If you were to send me that without the vocal, I think the track could be a cool bouncer. But that vocal works so perfectly because it's actually quite musical. That edge it gives it, I think, really takes it over the edge of being you know, it simplifies that track completely and makes it better, if anything.
Yeah.
So
It's a good old bouncy tune, and I think like as far as what I want to present to people, generally that's why it's a tough question for me. It's because I feel like I have so many different sides to my music.
yeah, I don't think you're a nailed down style yet. I feel like you're still discovering your legs with Neonix, but you've definitely got an edge about you, I think, at the moment, which you're flexing. So
yeah, and that's kind of like my general ideology with when I try to produce now is I don't really want to have any one style that somebody can really expect of me.
Yeah.
Because I think it's just kind of like one of my life points. Here's a life point. You can put it on a mug if you want, because I'm not gonna.
yeah,
Literally, like, expectations lead to disappointment.
yeah,
So it's better to just not. You can be hopeful, but if you expect something to be consistent or the same, obviously it varies with circumstance. But
Yeah.
with artistic expression, it almost always leads to disappointment.
yeah. I think that's a
And
fair
that's-
point. But I also think that nailing down a style is probably one of the hardest things to do in this day and age, where someone can pick your style out from anyone's. You know, like.
Oh, 100%.
That's the you know, the one side of it, and the other side is that you don't want to be the guy that everyone goes, "Oh, that's that guy," when they hear the song. You know, it's kind of a weird double-edged coin where you want to be different and you want to do cool stuff and you want someone to notice you instantaneously, but you don't want to be the guy that does that thing over and over and everyone knows. You know, and it's like, how do you stand out? You know, unless you're super different and weird. That's the kind of the weird double-edged sword with that, so it's a strange one. Wow, this circle is... Wow. Oh, no, he should have stayed on the roof. He should have stayed on the roof. Oh, he won. Dang, dude, I can't believe that clutch was hell, dude. I cannot believe... Oh, dude, he should have stayed on the roof and just shot him. That would have been easy.
Wow.
I can't believe it. Match point, dude. Well, this is good timing. We've only got 5 minutes left, so let's nail this down. Let's nail this puppy.
Yes,
What am I going to try
sir.
here? I'm going to go carbine.
Carbine.
I didn't realize you could upgrade guns. What is my life? Wow, I've been
Come on.
I've been
That's what the money's for.
Yeah, I didn't know. I've only really been doing that buy system during these shows, so I've not noticed it. Wow, I've been playing like one leg the whole time.
Yeah.
I've been doing that
So
damage with one leg. Holy moly.
That's what the little rec stations with the little blue hexagons on them.
Yeah.
Those have money. So if you
Yeah,
tag
yeah,
those every round, you have more money to spend.
Yeah. I've been collecting money just by not spending too much on guns each round, but like.
Oh
unlike-
no, it doesn't roll over.
It doesn't?
Nope.
I've been getting loads more and more money each time. Oh, they're on the roofs again.
It increases each round basically.
Yeah. They're all on the roof right now. We're gonna have to get up there. He's on his own, I think.
Alright. They keep trying to get me from preventing me from getting the shield.
One down. Yeah, that's 2 of them down.
Where's the third? The third's probably gonna come down and try to rev.
Arc stop set.
Reloading.
Nope, he's up.
Oh yeah, roof time. I think I'm gonna stay here. I have a feeling they're gonna try and drop off the roof here. Wow.
Oi.
He's got to finish him, dude. Please tell me he's gonna finish him.
It's just this one up here.
I was waiting to see if they would jump off the roof, but it looks like I have to come up and help.
Don't hide behind the stairs, you dingus. Oh, the smoke covers the ping?
Oh, there we go. Nice, dude.
Look at that.
Nice.
We bagged like 3 today, I think.
Dude, we're OP. We're OP. I didn't get 1 win with Sweet Tooth. I can't lie. I don't think anyway, not that I remember. But, yeah, we're OP, dude. We're OP. We're OP. Yeah, well, that concludes our Apex sesh. We've got a few minutes to wrap this up. So, yeah, let's get out of this. Let's get out.
Let's get hurt.
Let's get hurt.
Let's get hurt.
You're so Texas. You're so sexist. All right, well, let's wrap this up. Is there anything you want to say to the people? Any releases you want to promote? Anything you got coming up? Anything you'd like to let people know of?
I don't really have any releases planned at the moment, just because we just did an EP at the beginning of the month with
Which is very good, by the way. Go listen to Steven.
It's it's an EP that I put together for Cyclops Recordings. It's Subtronic's mainstay label that he started up. It's a 4-track EP on there. It's just called The Lee Tapes. If y'all want to go check that out, it would be greatly appreciated. It should be on like literally every platform.
Yep.
Other than that, as far as like future stuff goes, I would say just keep your eyes peeled. There's stuff in the works, but not a lot of stuff I can talk about yet. But there is another EP coming. Wink, wink.
Wink,
I
wink.
Just don't know when yet.
You are a machine. You write music out of your anus. Honestly, you write so much of it quite easily.
I have to give props to my manager for basically putting the little can of feed in front of my face like a mule.
Yeah.
And making me work for it, because otherwise I would just sit here and play Apex all day.
Yeah, I feel that. Where can people reach you? What's your socials?
You can pretty much hit me on everything with at Neonixdub, NEONIXDUB. That's pretty much everything. Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, Facebook.
Do you stream? Do you stream at all?
I do stream a little bit. I'm trying to get back up more into it. I just didn't expect to be playing shows back so early.
Yeah.
My game plan was for next month, tomorrow, to start streaming more, and that should be the same handle as well, twitch.tv/neonixdub. If y'all want to go check it out, sometimes I do production stuff. Sometimes I just hang out and do Q&A stuff. Sometimes I game a little bit. But it's really kind of just off the cuff, like whatever I'm feeling that day, and we'll usually just try to get up there at least like once a week.
Yeah.
For the next month's just coming up to try to kick that up.
Yeah, sweet. All right, well, guys, you heard the man. Make sure you hit that follow on every social media that you're involved in that he mentioned. Make sure you go and hit him up, Neonixdub. Lee, thanks so much for getting involved. Mr. Lee Jennings, everybody. Clap, 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 clap. I don't have a soundbite for claps. I should do, though, but yeah. See, that face is me. That face is very me. I don't want to hear anyone saying about, yo, you copied Getter. Dude, he copied me. Don't even start this. Don't even start
That is true.
that
That is true.
All right,
Getter does
Lee.
the funny faces, but this man did it first.
That's true. Yeah, hello. Thank you. Finally, some recognition for it. All right, Lee, thanks so much for getting involved. It's been great. I'm going to switch over now, and then, yeah, I'll see you soon. Guys, that has been Neonix. I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. We got some wins. Some absolutely beautiful wins today. Thanks so much to the platform NACL for featuring us. We're going to be back next week with another guest. Keep your eye out for that. If you join me on my social medias, it's FuntCase UK. It's pretty much everything. Apart from my Twitch, which I stream Monday to Fridays, that is actually at FuntCase. If you go and head over to there, yeah, you can find out some information. Come hang out in chat. Come and answer some questions. Thanks so much for getting involved. I'll see you again next week. Same time, same place. See you guys soon. And yeah, stay golden.